Welcome student. I am Professor Sunil Chinte. In this session, we are going to discuss the fundamental concept about the JavaScript client-side programming. In previous lecture, we discussed about the client-side programming. Okay, why we require the client-side programming. Okay, what are the basic syntax of the JavaScripts? Okay, that is the variables and the data types. In these sessions, we have to discuss the data types such as the composite data types, because the data types in JavaScript broadly categorized into the two, that is the primitive data types and the composite data types. We discussed about the primitive data types in a session first, okay, of our unit number 4, and in today's session we have to discuss the composite data types, the operators and the control flow. Let's see one by one in details. Okay, what is mean by composite data types and what are the different types comes under the composite data types. Okay, in composite data types we have the arrays. Okay, arrays, what is by array? Array is nothing but, or array is used to hold the elements of a similar types, and it create the memory in a contiguous manner. Means the array is used to hold the elements of the similar types. There are several different ways, okay, to create the arrays. Okay, means array किस चीज के लिए यूज होता है? To hold the elements or the group of elements, and you can create the array by using the difference, by using the array constructors. Okay, by using the array constructor you can create the arrays. Okay, here is the syntax. Okay, by using the array constructor we can create the array. Okay, तो कैसे कर सकते हैं? By using here, if you want to create the array with the variable a, that times we can create by using the var a equals to new array 1 2 3. These are the elements that will hold by the array named as the a. Another techniques, okay, you can create the array by using the size of that array. Here we are specifying the size of that array, means इसका मतलब ये है कि this array can hold the 10 elements. And the next, by using the literals. Here we are creating the array, okay, by specifying subscript operators. Okay, here the subscript operator is used to declare the array. Okay, with the elements. Here we are using 5 elements with the subscript operator. By using these different techniques you can create the arrays. Now whenever we create the array, okay, we can access that array, for performing some operations. Okay, so we can access that array by using the subscript operators and the index values. Okay, subscript operators and the index values. Here we are created here one array colors. In that array we are using 3 values, that is the red, green and the blue. Okay, these are the strings, okay, that we hold in this array. If you want to access the elements of that array, that time we can use the subscript with the index values. The array's indexes always start from the 0 to n minus 1. If the size of array is the n, then the array index start from the 0 to n minus 1. Means first element of array is indicated by the subscript with the 0 index. Here the subscript operators with the index 0, it means the red elements. Here how we can access? By using the array names, subscript operator and the index. If we use array names, subscript operators and the index value is 0, that means it refers to the elements first, that is indicated by the index value 0. In this way we can access every elements of the Okay, means how we can access by using the index value and the subscript operators. Okay, in similar fashion, we can add element, okay, into the arrays. Okay, we can add the element to the arrays. How we can use the array names, subscript operators and the index value, and by using that we can assign the value, okay, to that index. इसका मतलब ये हो रहा है कि we are assigning, okay, here the array size more than 10, okay, here should be the 5. We are assigning the value 17 to the array positions 5. Okay, we are assigning the array value 17 to the positions 5. Okay, similar fashions we can calculate the length of arrays. Okay, we can calculate the length of array by using the length. Okay, all arrays created in the JavaScript have the special property, that is the length, that specify how many elements there are in arrays. Okay, means in JavaScript we have the special property, that is the length, that determines how many elements are available in the arrays. Okay, so here are the syntax. Here we have created here one array, that is the colors. In that colors we have the representing the element red, green and the blue of our string types. Okay, now if you want to calculate or if you want to find the number of elements in a array, okay, colors, that types, we can retrieve the length of that array by using the length property, color dot length. It will return the value 3 because this array contains only 3 elements. Okay, got it? What is by length of that array? Length is the property that gives the number of elements in the array. Okay, what is the basic difference between the primitive and the composite data types? In previous sessions we discussed about the primitive data types. Now in these sessions we discuss the composite data types. Variables for primitive data types hold the actual value of the data. Okay, this is the important things about the primitive data types. Okay, means whenever we use the primitive data, that times the variables hold the actual data or the values. Okay, means whenever we declare where x equals to 10, means we are assigning the 10 value to the x variables, means x is holding the value 10. But when we use the composite data types, okay, variable for the composite types hold only a reference to that values. Means the variable of a composite data types hold the reference. Reference is nothing but address of that locations. This is the basic difference between the primitive and the composite. In the primitive data type, the variable hold the actual value or the data, but in composite data types, the variable hold the reference or the address. This is the basic difference. Means whenever we declare any array, okay, A, okay, that times A will hold the address or the reference of any elements. Okay, here is some syntax, okay, of statements. Okay, here are some syntax about the statements. Okay, clear with this composite data types, that is the array. Now we have to see the next, that is the statement. What is by statement? A statement is the sections of JavaScript that can be evaluated by a web browsers. Okay, means any Java program, any JavaScript programs can contain number of statements. Okay, so statement क्या है? A statement is the sections of JavaScript that can be evaluated by a browsers. Means it can be evaluated by the web browser. A script is simply a collection of statements. Means we can write a program by using the number of statements. Here, the first statements, that is the x, that will assigning the value 10, and another next is the expressions that we are performing the multiplications. This is one variable that store the last names. Okay, these are the statements. These are the statements that is similar with the another language. Okay, that is the statements. Some programming tricks. Okay, that every statement should be terminated by the semicolons. Here we are using or we are assigning a value 3 to the variable a, or similarly we are assigning the value to b, that is the 4. Okay, so same things can be accepted here. Okay, by using the semicolon. Okay, or but this will be the wrong. It is a good idea to end each program statement with the semicolon. Means it is good that a statement should be terminated by the semicolons. So these are some basic tips regarding to the programming. Means we have to terminate the statement by using the semicolons. Okay. Now we have to see different operators. Okay. What is by operators here? Okay. Different operators used in a JavaScript. Let's see what is by operators. Operators are the symbols. Operators are the symbols that are used to perform some operations on the operands. Okay, what is mean by operators? Operators symbols होते हैं that will perform different operations on the operands. The operands कुछ भी ले सकते हैं. Operands कुछ भी ले सकते हैं. Numbers भी रह सकते हैं. String भी रह सकते हैं. Okay, so on that operands we have to perform some operations by using the operators. तो आपको ऑपरेटर्स भी पता है. Some operators perform operations on two operands. That's why it is called as a binary operator. Some operands perform operations on the single operand. That's why it is called as a unary operator. Some operator operate operations on the three operand. That's why it is called as a ternary operators, or we can say conditional operators. Okay. So in JavaScript we have the additions operators that will perform the additions on two operands. We have the subtractions operators that will perform the subtractions operand on the operations on the operand. We have the multiplications operators, we have the divisions operator, we have the modulations operators. The divisions and the modulations operators, the basic difference between divisions and modulations operations is that divisions gives the quotients and the modulations operator gives the remainder value. Then we have the increment operators. They have the increment and the decrement operators. Means if you want to perform the increment value by the particular values, that time we use the plus plus operator. Similarly, if you want to decrease the value, that time we have to use the minus minus operator. Then we have the equality operator. If you want to check the equality operand, that times we have to use the equality operator. अगर आपको दो ऑपरेंड की इक्वालिटी चेक करना है, that time we have to use the equality operator. Not equals to operators, not logical not operator, logical add operator, and the or operators. And the last is the conditional operator. These are the logical operators, that is a not and or, and these are the equality and the inequals operators. So these are the operators that we can use in the JavaScript. Okay, so what is by operators? The operators are the symbols that are used to perform different operations on the operands. Okay, मैंने आपको पहले ही बताया कि ब्रॉडली अगर कैटेगराइज करते हो तो ऑपरेटर्स को हम तीन पार्ट में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं. यूनरी ऑपरेटर्स जो सिंगल ऑपरेंड पे ऑपरेशंस करेगा, बाइनरी ऑपरेटर जो दो ऑपरेंड पे ऑपरेशंस करेगा, एंड थर्ड इज द टर्नरी ऑपरेटर दैट विल बी परफॉर्म्स ऑन द थ्री ऑपरेंड्स. ओके, so this is all about the operators. Okay, now we have to see some assignment operators. Okay, means the assignment operator with the plus, assignment operator with the minus. Okay, when we use the operator plus equals, इसका मतलब क्या है कि we are performing the additions and the assignment operator. Here is the symbols, that is the plus x plus equals to 7, x plus, here the expression x plus equals to 7. This can be represented as x equals to x plus 7. Okay, this is called as a additions with assignment operators. Means x plus equals to 7 can be represented as x equals to x plus 7. इसका मतलब क्या है कि x के अंदर हम 7 को ऐड कर रहे हैं एंड जो भी रिजल्ट आता है वो उसी वेरिएबल के अंदर मींस x के अंदर हम असाइन कर रहे हैं. ओके, नाउ वी हैव टू सी द इंक्रीमेंट एंड डिक्रीमेंट ऑपरेटर्स. Okay, both increment and decrement operator can use as a prefix and the postfix. Okay, when we use plus plus x, इसका मतलब ये होता है कि we are increment the values by 1. When we are using the minus minus, इसका मतलब ये होता है कि we are decrementing the value by 1. Means एक से हम बढ़ा रहे हैं when we use the plus plus, but when we use the minus minus, it means we are decrease the value by 2. But this increment and the decrement value can be used as a prefix and the postfix. So prefix and postfix का मतलब क्या है? We can understand by using these examples. Here we are taking two examples, that is the x with the value 10. Okay. Here we are using the plus plus x. Okay. इसका मतलब क्या होता है कि we are using the prefix plus operators, means the value will be increased by 1 of that variable and then after it will assign to the variables. Here the value of x is the 10. First the value of x will be increased by 1, that means 10 plus 1, that is 11. Then this 11 value will be assigned to the y. Means जो भी x की वैल्यू वो पहले 11 हो जाएंगी, उसके बाद असाइन हो जाएंगी y को. That's why we obtain the result y. Okay, in this examples here we are using the postfix increment operator. इसका मतलब क्या है कि first the value of x will be assigned to the variable z, then after the value will be increased by 1. Here the value of x is the 10, so 10 will be assigned to the variable z. Okay, so the value in a z will be 10. After that the value of x will be increased by 1, that is now the value of x will become 11. Okay, here so we obtain the result of z is the 10, but the value of x will be increased. This is the basic difference between the prefix and the postfix. Same concept is with the decrement operators. Means we can use decrement operator as a prefix and the postfix. In prefix, if we use the decrement operator as a prefix, it means that we will decrease the value of a variable first, then it will assign to the variables. Okay, and post decrement, first the variable value will assign to the variables, then the value will be decreased. This is called as the increment and the decrement, that can be used in a prefix and the postfix. Okay, so this is all about the operators. Okay, now we have to move the important concept, that is the control structures. Okay, what is by control structure? Control structure control the flow of execution of your programs. Okay, control structure control the flow of your program execution. Generally जो भी आपका प्रोग्रामिंग का एग्जीक्यूशन होता है स्टेप बाय स्टेप होता है. फर्स्ट इंस्ट्रक्शंस के बाद सेकंड के बाद थर्ड. तो अगर आपको ये फ्लो आपको अल्टर करना है, इफ यू वांट टू चेंज द फ्लो ऑफ एग्जीक्यूशंस, दैट टाइम वी यूज द कंट्रोल स्ट्रक्चर्स that will control the executions of flow. means जो भी linear executions होता है नॉर्मल प्रोग्रामिंग का, अगर आपको उसको चेंज करना है, that time we use the control structures. तो कंट्रोल स्ट्रक्चर कौन से यूज कर सकते हैं? if control structures, then looping control structures. Okay, means by using the if we can execute specific block of statement or we can skip that blocks. If the conditions, okay, in a if statement is a true, that times that block will be executed, otherwise that block will be skipped. Means we can decide whether the block of statement should be executed or not. That's why it is called the control statements. Okay, similar, if you want to execute some statements, okay, some statement more than one times for the finite times, not a infinite times, that time we can use the loops. Okay, if you want to execute some statement for the finite times, that time we can use the looping. Suppose if you want to print or if you want to display the output such as CMCS Yavatmal 10 times on your web page, that time you can use the loop, because we are executing the same output, that is the CMCS Yavatmal 10 times. Okay, that time we can use the loop, because loop can execute same statement repeatedly for the finite times. So in this topic we have to discuss about the control structures. Okay, this is the if statements. Okay, so what is if statement? The if statement allows the JavaScript programmers to make the decisions. Okay, if you are to take the decision to execute or to skip the block of statement, that time we use the if statement. Here the syntax of a if, okay, in a brackets we take the expression. If this expression is this, if the expression is true, that times the block of if will be executed, otherwise else block will be executed. मीन्स क्या होता है, अगर if की जो कंडीशंस होती है अगर वो ट्रू होती है तो if ब्लॉक एग्जीक्यूट होगा एंड दी एल्स ब्लॉक जो है वो स्किप हो जाएगा। अगर if की कंडीशन फॉल्स हो जाती है तो जो if का ब्लॉक होता है दैट इज denoted by the curly braces, all the statement under that blocks will be skipped and the else block will be executed. Means we are determining the flow of executions of the program. That's why it is called as a control statements. Okay, suppose if you want to determine the whether the number is the even or the odd. ओके, अगर आपको एक प्रोग्राम डिजाइन करना है कि जो इवन और ऑड चेक करता है, फॉर एग्जांपल 7 इवन है कि ऑड है, तो आपको कंडीशन चेक करना पड़ेगा। ये नंबर मॉडल, ओके, इफ नंबर मॉड 2 इक्वल 0, अगर ये कंडीशंस अगर 0 है, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड इक्वल्स टू राइट हैंड साइड, अगर ये कंडीशन ट्रू होती है तो ब्लॉक एग्जीक्यूट होगा। मींस 7 मॉड 2 इक्वल 0, ये कंडीशन ट्रू होगी क्या? ऑब्वियसली नहीं होगी। दैट्स व्हाई इट इज नॉट अ executed in if, so else block will be executed. So in else block में अंदर हमने लिखा it's a odd numbers. Okay, so this is the if statements. Okay, we will see this in practicals. Okay, details about the ifs in a practical sessions. Okay, then another important control structure is the loop. I already told you about the loop. A loop is a group of statements that is repeated until a specified condition is met. Means if you want to execute some statement repeatedly for the finite times till the condition is true, जब तक कंडीशन ट्रू रहती है तब तक अगर कोई स्टेटमेंट को आपको रिपीटेडली एग्जीक्यूट करना है, दैट टाइम वी यूज द लूप। समझ में आया कि लूप कब यूज करना है? अगर आपको कोई स्टेटमेंट रिपीटेडली एग्जीक्यूट करना है फाइनाइट टाइम्स, कब तक? जब तक कंडीशन ट्रू है। as soon as the conditions get okay wrong और कंडीशंस आपकी फॉल्स हो जाती है, तब वो लूप के बाहर एग्जीक्यूशन आना चाहिए। दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ लूप। लूप्स आर वेरी पावरफुल प्रोग्रामिंग टूल्स। दे अलाउ यू मोर एफिशिएंट प्रोग्राम्स डिजाइन एंड लार्ज आर ideally suitable for working with the arrays. Means loop can be used with the arrays also. If you want to insert the value or if you want to retrieve the value from the arrays, that time we use the loop. Generally we use the for loops. तो loops के अंदर जनरली दो टाइप्स हम इसको डिवाइड करेंगे, दैट इज द प्री टेस्टेड लूप एंड द पोस्ट टेस्टेड लूप। तो लूप भी हम दो टाइप्स कैटेगरीज करेंगे इसको। प्री टेस्टेड का मतलब ये होगा कि बिफोर एग्जीक्यूटिंग और बिफोर स्टार्टिंग द इटरेशंस द कंडीशंस विल बी चेक। ओके, दैट इज प्री टेस्टेड। कंडीशंस विल बी चेक। इफ द कंडीशंस satisfy तो loop will be execute, otherwise loop will be not execute. मींस इटरेशन स्टार्ट होने के पहले ही अगर कंडीशन चेक की जाती है तो उसे हम प्री टेस्टेड लूप बोलेंगे। और पोस्ट टेस्टेड के अंदर क्या होता है, फर्स्ट the iteration will be executed at least single times. Before starting the next iteration, the conditions will be checked. If the conditions will be satisfied, the next iterations will be executed. Otherwise, loop will be not executed. That's why it is called as a post-tested. Means in post-tested loop, the loop will be executed at least single times. और पोस्ट टेस्टेड को हम एग्जिट लूप भी बोलते हैं. मींस एट द एग्जिट लेवल द कंडीशंस विल बी चेक. तो प्री टेस्टेड लूप के अंदर आता है व्हाइल लूप. ओके, तो व्हाट इज व्हाइल लूप? इन अ व्हाइल लूप द कंडीशंस विल बी चेक. इफ कंडीशंस विल बी सेटिस्फाइड, द body of loop will be executed. Under that body we increase or decrease the variables value to check as the counters. Okay, this is called the pre-tested. Means before executing the body of this while loop, the conditions will be checked. If these conditions will be satisfied, the loop will be executed. This is called as a while loop, and we will increment or the decrement of the counter in a while body loop. Another loop is the for loop. Here we are incrementing, we are initializing and checking the conditions and increment or decrement the counter in a same rows. Okay, so this is the for loops. This is also called as a entry level loops. Means before executing the loop, the conditions will be checked. If the conditions will satisfy, that times the loop will be executed. Otherwise, loop will not be executed. Generally, this loop is used during the array. Okay, so this is the syntax. Here we are using the for loops. For here initializations, the variable I with the value 1, then the conditions, and then the increment the I value by the 1. Okay, if these conditions will be satisfied, the body of loop will be executed. Okay, so here we are printing from 1 to 10. Okay, because document.write I am using the variable value I. Okay, if here the value of I is the 1 and I less than 10, this condition will be satisfied. After condition checking, the value of I will be printed on a web page by using the document.write. Before starting the next iteration, the value of I will be increased by 1. That will be become 2. Now 2 value, that is the I की value कितनी होगी 2. 2 less than 10 है. Yes, condition satisfied. The second iterations will be start. Okay, and it will print the value 2. Okay, before starting the third, the I value be increased. Here one important point here, the initializations will be performed single times, but the increments and the conditions will be performed in every iterations. Okay, so this is about the for loops. Okay, so this is all about the your Java script language. Okay, in these sessions we discuss the composite data types, that is the arrays. Okay, how we can declare the arrays? We can declare the arrays by using the array constructor or the subscript operators. We can access the array element by using the subscript operator and the index values. We discuss the operators in a JavaScript. Okay, what is operators? Operators are the symbols that are used, okay, to perform the operations on the operands. Okay, generally we categorize the operators in a three, that is the unary, binary and the ternary operators. Whenever we use the single operand, that times we use the unary, we can say it is the unary operator. When the operator use the two operand, that time we can say it is the binary operators. And when any operator use the three operand, that time we can say it is the ternary operators. Okay, similar we discuss the control structures. Control structure determine the flow of executions in your programs. Okay, naturally the executions of program is the linear base. Means one statement is executed after another. Means linear way से executions होता है. But when you use the control statements, that times that alter the linear flow of executions of your programs. That will alter the flow of your program execution programs. That times we use the conditional statement, that is the if else, or we can use the looping statement. Okay, तो looping में भी हमने देखा था कि दो हम कैटेगराइज करते हैं ब्रॉडली प्री टेस्टेड एंड दी पोस्ट टेस्टेड। तो प्री टेस्टेड के अंदर हमने व्हाइल और फॉर लूप देखे थे। दिस इज ओवरऑल बेसिक concept of your JavaScript programming. Thank you student.